Dawn seeps slowly over the village as Alara walks through mist-shrouded streets toward the silver tree standing firm in the village center. Its glowing leaves shimmer faintly, casting soft light on the earth-toned homes. The air holds a chill hint. The rain tapped rhythmically against the cracked window of Jake's cluttered office, a pale glow from the street lamp slicing through the fog. Jake lit a cigarette, the smoke curling upwards as he wondered why the dame had walked in looking like trouble with a capital T. She slid a photograph across the desk, eyes darting nervously. "Find him," she whispered, voice trembling more than her hands. Jake examined the photo. A man with a crooked smile, standing in an alleyway Jake knew too well. No questions asked, no promises made, but the cash in her hand decided the rest. The trail led to neon-lit bars and shadowed backstreets. Whispers of the crooked smiles, misdeeds crawling through the city's underbelly. A bartender with tired eyes passed a coded note between gritted teeth. "He's not alone." Jake's fingers brushed the cool barrel of his. 38 under the coat, a quiet reassurance in the stormy night. At the docks, moonlight danced on water slick with oil. A meeting was set, stakes higher than ever. The crooked smile appeared, flanked by two goons whose silence screamed danger. Quick words exchanged, then a sudden scuffle, fists and fears colliding in the mist. Jake ducked, rolling beneath a swing, the crackle of gunfire sinking with his pounding heart. Amid the chaos, he caught a glimpse of the dame, eyes wide, fighting shadows of her own. A flash of steel, a gasp, and then the crooked smile's desperate plea for mercy. Jake stepped back, breathing heavy. "This city's got secrets," he said, "but it's time someone told the truth." With the crooked smile tied up and the dame safe, Dawn began to pry open the night's secrets. Jake watched the horizon blush with morning, the rain finally stopping. "Case closed," he muttered, pocketing the last of the damning evidence, the city breathing easier for a moment. As the dame disappeared into the awakening streets, Jake lit another cigarette, ready for whatever night would throw next. "In a city of shadows," he mused, "sometimes the only light is knowing you did the right thing." As dawn breaks over the city, the silhouette of the old clock tower casts long shadows. Mara walks the quiet streets, her mind clouded with memories as the tower's chimes echo in the stillness. Stepping into a cramped workshop crowded with ticking clocks, at the stroke of midnight, Emma heard a soft knock on her apartment door. Curious and cautious, she approached slowly, peeking through the peephole. There was no one there, but a cold breeze whispered through the hallway. Suddenly, a shadow flickered in the corner of her eye near the staircase. Emma blinked, and a translucent figure of a young woman appeared, shimmering faintly. "Don't be afraid," the spirit whispered, voice like the wind through autumn leaves. Emma's heart pounded, but she found herself nodding, unable to look away. "I'm called Leela," the apparition said. "I need your help to find peace." Leela explained she was trapped between worlds, bound by a forgotten promise. Emma felt an unexpected warmth, despite the ghostly chill around her. "What promise?" Emma asked, determined to uncover the truth. Leela told her about a lost locket buried beneath the old oak tree in the park nearby. Without hesitation, Emma grabbed her coat and followed the spirit into the night. Under the silver moonlight, they reached the gnarled tree, roots tangled like secrets. Emma dug through the cool earth, fingers brushing against metal, a delicate locket. As she lifted it, Leela's form brightened, the sorrow in her eyes starting to fade. "Thank you," Leela said softly. "Now I can finally rest." With a gentle smile, the ghostly figure dissolved into a shower of twinkling lights. Emma stood alone, heart full, the cold night now feeling warm and inviting. From that night onward, her apartment door never echoed with mystery, just peace. The sky was a permanent ash gray, the sun a dull ember behind clouds of dust. Lena crouched behind the crumbling wall, clutching the faded photograph of her family. She'd heard stories of the world before the fall, forests, oceans, the endless blue sky. But now, in the twilight shadows of Eldoria, a flickering light danced atop the ancient tower. Aelina, the young apprentice, raced through the crumbling halls, her heart pounding with urgency. The village below whispered of darkness swallowing the land, but only she knew why. Legends spoke of the Everflare, a mystical flame that kept dusk and despair at bay. Tonight, the Everflare wavered, threatening to wink out forever. Aelina reached the tower, breath catching in her throat as she saw the flame flicker weakly. "If the light dies, so do we," she murmured, recalling the elder's words. Her fingers trembled as she fetched the ancient crystal, said to revive the flame's heart. Placing it gently beside the Everflare, she whispered an incantation passed down through generations. Suddenly, the flame leapt brighter than ever, bathing the tower in golden warmth. A comforting hum filled the air, rippling through the land like a soothing melody. Outside, the villagers lifted their faces toward the glow, hope rekindling in their eyes. Aelina descended, the weight of her quest lifting with each step. "The light lives on," she told the gathered crowd, pride shining brighter than the flame. From that night forward, Eldoria's nights were no longer dark whispers, but stories of courage and magic. Aelina kept watch, her flame never flickering again, a beacon against the shadows. The villagers rebuilt, their fears replaced by faith in the light and its keeper. In every corner of Eldoria, whispers turned to songs, celebrating the last light's triumph. And as dawn stretched its fingers across the land, the darkness stayed at bay, held at bay by one girl's unwavering hope. In the heart of the ancient tower, the Everflare burned eternal, a promise that even the smallest light can conquer the deepest night. Jack slipped into the dimly lit room, the hum of old electronics filling the air. On the battered radio, a faint, irregular static crackled with an eerie pattern. He adjusted the dial, eyes narrowing